Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapbrain Chronicles. Today we're back at you with a bit of a tool haul. Uh, a lot of odds and ends, a lot of different stuff from different places, some pretty interesting tools, some really bad tools, and this box I picked up. So let's jump into it. I picked up this box here. This is a Craftsman, and it's the 3-drawer Craftsman, but this one's a little bit different in that it has this plastic top which has like cubbies for I guess screws or whatnot you can throw in there, and this is attached to the top of the box. And usually when I find stuff in boxes, I always have a nook where I keep the stuff that was in the box. These are little odds and ends that were in the box, little screwdriver bits and screws and stuff. And when I buy a used box, I always keep them and put them like somewhere in the box, as I don't know, I consider them the little spirits of the box from the past. So okay, and another thing about this box is it has these plastic kind of feet that go across the box, and it covers the whole bottom of the box until there, and all the way up here till there. And I thought that was a good feature because it keeps kind of the metal off the ground, and it keeps the bottom from rusting as much, because usually the damp ground is what you see a lot of boxes rust on the bottom. Okay, so what's in the box? Oh, I paid $20 for the box, and it's made in USA, and it's Craftsman. And here's another tool that was inside the box. It was brand new. I think they used this box as a fishing tackle box because they had a lot of stickers that had to do with fishing. I took those off, and here's a tie fast tool, I guess for tying knots on hooks. And this is made in USA, and that's part of what was in it. And most of the drawers are going to be stuff I got at garage sales, and the bottom drawer I think is retail stuff I picked up retail. So let's start with this. And here's I don't know if you consider these tools, but here's a set of steak knives I bought at a garage sale. And you know, after you do your tools, you gotta eat something, right? So these are La Guille Table Fabrique à Thais, France. So made in France. So these, I saw them at a good price. They were brand new, so I picked them up. And also, I think this garage sale had like all brand new stuff. Here's a caliper, dial caliper, 6-inch dial caliper, Empire, made in USA, surprisingly. Maybe not the best quality because it's plastic. It's a plastic caliper, brand new. I like this one because it has the fractions on it, the imperial fractions, and not just the decimals. So I thought this was pretty good, and they're not the most precise accurate, but they'll put you in the ballpark, and they seem decent. I have a plastic one for years that I've used, and it seems okay. And I got this old rusted wrench, pipe wrench that you see is fused. No, just kidding. This actually was part of the new stuff in that garage sale, and this is a bottle opener. Check that out. Isn't that cool? That's probably one of the favorite things I picked up in this haul. Okay, hammers. Usually I don't buy hammers, but I saw these and there wasn't much there to buy, and I know you get that feeling where I gotta buy, I should buy something. But these I'm not too regretful of. I found this dead blow hammer. Is a 4-pound Pittsburgh. Looks pretty brand new, maybe used once or twice, if that. This was $3. And dead blows, I do use them sometimes, so, and I have a lighter one, so a 4-pound one seemed pretty good for $3. And I picked up this Craftsman. Okay, yeah, Craftsman hammer, claw hammer. It says warning, wear safety goggles. Okay, and this is the solid metal one. They put a wood block in there, I guess they drilled it to make some weight, to take some weight off of this, and they had to fill it in with something, so they put like a wood wedge or block in there, which I thought was funny when I first saw it, but then it made sense. And I found this S-wing hammer, another claw. This one's pretty long. Let me get my ruler out and see how long this is. This is about 15 3/4 or 16 probably. And I thought it was cool. I don't have an S-wing hammer, so I figured this wouldn't be too bad. And for the 2 claw hammers, the Craftsman and S-wing, I paid $6 for both. Okay, I should take this out of the front because I'm not gonna be able to open the drawers on the bottom. Okay. The next drawer is more garage sales. This stuff I picked up at one spot, and that stuff I picked up in another spot. Here, this is, I believe, it looks a lot. Does it say? Yeah, it does. It says West Germany. So a pair of West German pliers. And I found this box, which, looking around the internet, this was a case for hex keys. So I picked it up because I like this box. It was like heavy duty metal box. It's small, but I thought it was cool. You could put whatever you want in there, small, and I just liked it. And here's one of those kind of doodad doohickey screwdrivers. It says Hosan Tool Industry Company Limited. Not sure if it's made in USA, but if I had to say, I would say, yeah, it's probably USA. And then in the diamond, it looks like it says HKC. Okay. Got that. And I picked up a couple wrenches. Here's a 13mm, a old Craftsman combo 3/8 and 7/16, and a 3/4 5/8 old V Craftsman, and an ancient Craftsman from probably the 40s or 30s. Is 5/16 and 1/4. You could tell by that that old Craftsman with the C underlining the whole Craftsman name, and it's C1, so that kind of dates it around the 40s. Say, I guess model 1020. So that's pretty cool. Here's like a hex T handle, Vaco, 3/32, and some sockets. This Husky doesn't say if it's US or not. Seems pretty heavy duty. This is a 3/16, and yeah, that's like an impact. And this Craftsman 3/8, and I don't know why I picked this up. I think I thought it said Thorson on it, and it says True Craft 7/8 chrome moly steel, and it's Japan. Okay, so that was one place. I think I paid $1 for all of this. The guy was like, I picked up 2 pieces or 3 pieces. I said, how much you want for these? He said, if you add like a handful more, it'll be $1. I said, perfect. Then I went to this place and I picked these up. Here's an old gas pliers, I guess they call these. I don't see any marks or names on this. Looks pristine. The teeth look brand new. Looks like it was never used. I'm surprised something this old has teeth looking that good. So like I said, not marked, so can't really tell what's going on with it, or where and when it's it was made or whatnot. And I picked up this 6-inch Craftsman adjustable because I guess behind ratchets, adjustable wrenches are probably my second favorite tool. So if I find adjustable wrenches, usually different obscure makers, the better. I pick them up. And here in ES Tools USA, a small little pliers slip joint there. I like small pliers. And I found this channel lock with yellow handles, and from the number it's 8420, and supposedly this is kind of a rare channel lock, made for bell systems. I'm not sure, but I thought it was kind of, since I also like slip joints, and if I see anything channel lock I like also, I pick up. And here's kind of another Bell Systems type of lineman style pliers. This one says Jonard, Tuckahoe, New York. I'm assuming this is made in USA. Doesn't say otherwise anywhere, but it does say Tuckahoe, New York, so I'm gonna assume it that way. And I think the model is JIC21257, and I like obscure kind of pliers, so that one I had to bring home. So I think I got all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got these 5 for I think $7. The next drawer is I went to one place, garage sale, and I didn't see much, but I did see this brand new Craftsman mirror, and I usually pick up anything in the package Craftsman, so I know it's not that exciting, it's just a mirror, but I thought this looks pretty cool. It's a 4098 Craftsman telescoping inspection mirror, and gives a little bit of a write-up there. And of course this is made in USA. That's another thing. If it's new and Craftsman in the package in USA, I'm picking it up. And another another place I stopped at, and I found a couple of pliers. They had this Crowder, made in USA, slip joint. Looks like an 8-inch. Don't see a model on it. I don't think they came with these handles. I think this was some of that dip stuff, because I did see there were other tools in the batch. They had also a red dip like this, and it doesn't look like it came from the factory. So this is it was probably added on. And here's another slip joint. This one's Fuller. I've been running into a lot of Fuller made in Japan stuff. It's a Fuller. They even put the number on this one. It's number 111, Japan, and they seem pretty cool. These seem like they're in good shape. Japan Fuller seems alright. It doesn't. The quality seems okay on those, on that brand. Here's another Japan pliers. This is like to take off rings on hose rings in your car, or older cars. It has this kind of tip. It might not work on modern cars, but I think these were like older. I did try them on my car because I have some spare hose clamps, and they did work pretty good. So you got that. And I think for these 3 pliers I paid $5. And I stopped at one other place, and this is all they had. That they had a lot of. They had, when I saw it, I was like, my eyes kind of opened up, because from the outside I could see they had a lot of equipment, but bigger equipment. So I was like, oh, they gotta have tools there. This is like the jackpot. No hand tools, pretty much, just a few. And the few ones they had like this are kind of not used anymore, really. This is a saw set, which I found out. I didn't know at the time. When I first saw this, I was like, I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty interesting, so I should pick it up. It's G.L. Holt, Hartford, Connecticut. It says patented October 8th, 1901. So it's pretty old. It's from, nobody uses these anymore, or not too many people use these anymore. This is a saw set. It's supposed to cant the teeth on a saw to make it saw better or saw correctly. So you would go, and every other teeth you would cant, I guess, with one of these. As you know, when's the last time you saw somebody with a hand saw? Probably not that popular anymore, using hand saws. There's so many machine saws out there. So, but interesting nonetheless. And on the bottom, this is retail. This is what I picked up at stores, thrift stores, secondhand shops, places like that. So this is the bottom drawer. Okay. And this is where some of the stuff gets interesting. Here's a Knipex, West Germany, so it's kind of an old Knipex. Flat jaws, no teeth in them. They kind of go into a triangle when you close them. Not sure what these are used for. People online, I saw one description where it was like glass breaking glass or something like that, a glass nipper. And I guess maybe metalwork, you can hold like something flat like that want to hold two things together, maybe something like that. Still, if you know what this is officially used for, shoot me a comment, let me know. But Knipex I always pick up, and no matter what it is. So, and I like pliers, so this was a no-brainer. And this is kind of the pattern they used on their handles. And this I picked up with something new. I also, at the same time, I picked up this serpentine belt tool. It's a performance tool, and W84010, and it was brand new in the package, so I said, yeah, I want to buy it. These usually go for around anywhere from, Harbor Freight has a set exactly identical to this for $20. So I think I paid $10 for this set. 10 and change probably. So I picked that up, and at the same time I picked up the Knipex. $10 for the belt tool, and the Knipex was, I think I paid $1 or $2 for this. So there was that. And I went to one shop, and this was real random and kind of weird, and a good score. I was in one of those retail thrift stores, secondhand shops. A pretty big one, like those big ones, like kind of a Savers type of one. And this, I went to I usually go to the tool section. At this particular one, I don't really find much usually. But I went to the tool section, and they didn't have much. But this was just laying inside of kind of some box there by itself. And I picked it up. I was like, it's a Snap-on. A Snap-on 45. It's pretty small. And the date code on it says is 1965. So, and what surprised me is that 1965, here it has letters on it. It says SS-61. And the part that surprised me is I was kind of shocked that to find Snap-on, one thing, but to find this in such good condition, like it looks like it could be almost brand new. A little bit of spotty rust, but on the edges, but you can hardly even see it. You see it there a little bit if you want to be a real stickler. But for a pliers that's been kicking around for almost 60 years, it looks outstanding shape. Yeah, I guess you get what you pay for when you buy Snap-on, right? Okay, this was $1. And I think I bought this and this together. Okay. Here's a vice grip. Good shape. Nice. I think this was $5. I paid for this one. This is like the 10-inch one. The 9 or 10-inch one. What can you say? Vice grip. USA Peterson, you pick it up. They also had, when I bought that one, they had one in worse shape. I didn't pick that one up. It was the same price for some reason. Okay, when I picked that up, I picked this up. And this came in a bag, like you see with some of this stuff down here on the end. And that's the better stuff. This is the really bad stuff I was talking about in the beginning of the video. You just gotta see this. This is like the worst socket set, not that I've seen, I think ever made. And I'll show you some of what I'm talking about. It's kind of those sockets They came with this bar, this hex bar, but none of the sockets seem to fit this bar. So I don't know if this came with this set. We'll put that aside. It also came with this kind of really cheap Japan-made ratchet tool, kinda, that has like 5 teeth in it. And let me look in the bag real quick. And this, I think, belongs to this attachment here. This fits in there. But this is really bad too. You see that protrusion there that they didn't even bother to cut off when they made this? I don't know. That's okay. That's not even the worst of it. What else is in here? Here's another hex, and this is smaller. They have smaller bits in here that this actually does fit on. Let me see. I spent too much time on this, but I just thought it was kind of wild. Okay, does this fit on here? Yeah. I guess you can use this with the smaller ones. Okay, let's take a look at some of these sockets. These are the most horrible sockets in the world. And okay, they don't have any markings. I don't know where they came from. All they have is sizes. But check out this broaching. They didn't bother to take out all this slag that was created in the broaching. They just left it in there. See how the metal's just pressed down like that? It's just horrible. And here's a smaller one. This one also has that just pressed in and thrown in a bucket and send it out the door. I don't know who sold these, where they're from. I don't know who bought these. But see that? Oh my god, that's horrible. And like I said, the hex doesn't fit any of these. And another one, same thing. The smaller ones. Oh, and I did find some different ones. Okay, let me put these horrible ones away. I found a couple in the bag that are probably not so great quality either, but they had an interesting feature, is that they had the sizes forged inside the back of the sockets. And the forgings are pretty clear. You see that? I don't think this came with that set, but these are pretty bad too. You see here it was kind of cut weird, and they left this whole thing here. But I did find 2 of them that had the sizes like this at the back of the sockets. No country of origin. Don't know who made them. Okay, let me move along. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're going over. All right. In the bag with those horrible things was a couple of refrigeration ratchets. I picked these up. That's the reason pretty much why I bought those. And this one is a Durochrome Duro Industrial. And this one you can't take apart. Is that Duro style ratchet where it was pressed, everything was pressed together. Has a couple of fittings here, different sizes, so you can do your refrigeration. Here's another one, Imperial Eastman. I think that's still around. Made in USA, Chicago, 123C model. This one, I haven't attempted it, but I think you might be able to take apart. You unscrew that, and this might fall out. Not sure, haven't tried it yet. This one also has different size openings, and this one came, and the quality bits that were in that bag of really horrible bits or sockets was these, and I think these were made for this, because you would put them in and use the socket action for those sizes, like these sizes correspond to those. So these are kind of specialty sockets. Here's a Bonnie. This is a Duro, and this one down here I think is a Bonnie also, but this one might not be a part of the specialty. This one I think is actually a 3/8 into a quarter, but it's also Bonnie. But I guess if you needed a 3/8 square, you could use them with this mechanism. Okay, and lastly, I found these tools, also retail. Here's a socket with double female ends, which I've been kind of looking for, and I've been wanting one of these. I don't know why these aren't that popular, and I don't really see people making these, but I can see where this could come in handy. It doesn't have a make or where it's made or anything. And I picked up this 9mm combo Craftsman and this Proto Professional combo 1/2 inch. And I picked up, this is an interesting piece. It says Fuller's with an S, Fuller's Drop Forge, England. So it's not the Fuller that we saw before, or the old American company. This is Fuller's from England. A pair of cutters. And over here is a punch. This is a Craftsman. I didn't realize that the tip had been broken, and for some reason somebody taped the broken tip to the tool there. But as a punch, I guess you can use it like this too, just it's a little bit bigger. And last but not least, I found a channel lock long needle nose. This is the 317 model, and pretty nice shape, so happy to find that. And I found this Vulcan Manufacture Co., Winona, Minnesota, adjustable wrench. And I think I might make a video just on this, on taking this apart. This one's pretty interesting. It's an 8-inch. I guess the model was Lar Grip, patent pending, and it has some interesting features. It has a square keyed kind of broaching there, and the way they kind of put this together was pretty interesting. There's not much on Vulcan. I think Vulcan might have just, I've seen online some other tools, but they were only adjustables like this, so they might have just made adjustables. And for these, for this, I paid $4 for these. For the wrenches and the horrible sockets and all that, I paid, I think, $5 or $6 for that. Okay guys, that's pretty much what I got. Hope you found this pretty interesting. This is a long video. I'm trying to rush to end it. So, okay, until next time.